All right, guys, so I bought some these really cheap lighted Nocks off of eBay. I don't even know that it shows the brand name or anything on the listing, but it was like, let's say it was like 10 bucks for 3 of them. I've had them for a few weeks now. I'm gonna put those on these bolts. These are, I don't know if that's gonna show up real well, Beeman ICS Crossbow Hunter. I forget the length, but anyhow, these are the cheap, I think they're about the cheapest lighted Nocks you can get on eBay. I figured, what the hell, I'll give them a shot. So I'm gonna get them out of the package and we'll have a look at them, and we'll get them stuck on these 3 bolts. All right, I'm asking a lot of this camera, but can you see that little piece of plastic, that like crappy mold job on the center tip there? I'm gonna have to trim that off because I think that's gonna affect how this thing goes on and off. That button pushes in when the string pushes against that button, it shoves it in. That's what turns the light on. So I think I'm gonna have to trim that little piece off so I don't have problems out of it. The other 2 look good. This one's got that little bitty piece that needs trimmed off there. So I'm thinking it's probably kind of a fragile little piece. I may end up using like a fingernail clippers to get in there and trim that little plastic off. I'll catch you guys up here in a minute. Okay, so I took fingernail clippers to it and trimmed that little flap of plastic off of it. Oh, there goes my focus. Anyhow, it looks like the other 2. It looks good now. So I'm gonna take a, I guess I'll take pliers. I'm trying to look at the orientation of that Nock. So the cock feather goes down in the rail, and the Nock, the moon notch, is perpendicular to that white cock feather. So I think I'm just gonna take pliers, pop this Nock out, and slide a new one in. I'll catch you guys up in a bit. All right, well, I got one changed out. Man, them things are really, really in there. They ain't glued in, but I thought they were for a minute. I couldn't just like grab it with the pliers and pull straight out. I had to grab it with the pliers and kind of wiggle it out. And I mean, it kind of chewed the Nock up a little bit. You know, just the pliers did. So, I mean, I guess I could reuse it if I have to, but, and then this thing here, to put it in, I was pushing a little bit, you know, pushing against got me a block of wood here, and, you know, kind of pushed the Nock in, started it in, and then pushed down, holding the arrow, pushing down, you know, to drive that Nock in. And I really had to like hammer it in there. I couldn't just push it. I couldn't push it hard enough. I had to like, you know, really 2 hands on the arrow shaft and hitting it pretty hard. So hopefully these ain't junk, because I don't want to ever have to take them out again. I'm going to do the other 2, and I'll catch you guys up here in a minute. Okay, well, the other 2 went a whole lot easier than the first one. You definitely have to wiggle it a little bit to pull that Nock out. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle. You definitely don't want to crack the end of your arrow or anything. So just a little bit of wiggle as you're pulling out. And when you go to push these in, make sure you got them lined up, because once they're in there, you know, you're gonna have a hard time turning them if you have to. So I got them in there. How these things work, you know, they're automatic on. Of course, you need to turn them off with a little screwdriver thing, but that little tip that we trimmed up before, you know, it's not gonna focus now, so you can't see it. But that little tip sticks up there, and when you hit the trigger on your crossbow and it puts pressure on the string to send it, you know, the pressure from the string pushes in on that little button, and it makes the thing light up. So then you take, I don't know if I'll be able to do this one hand or not. There's a little hole in the side of the Nock. You may or may not be able to see it. There's a little hole in the side of the Nock, and they give you this little screwdriver, and you find the hole. Let's see, where's it at? You probably can't see it, but I can barely see it. Stick this little flat blade screwdriver in there, and you pry up. And it's probably gonna take 2 hands, but anyhow, take that little screwdriver in there. You can see there's a white plastic lip in there. You catch that lip and you pop it up, and that's what turns the thing back off then. Well, here's a crossbow we're gonna be shooting them out of. This is a Barnett Raptor Pro STR. If you've seen my other video on this, so far I'm pretty happy with this. So the target we're gonna be shooting is this Iron Man guess it's called a big shot or something. So far so good with that too. All right guys, that target is 20 steps out. I'm just now getting lined up on it. This will be my first shot with these new lighted nocks. All right guys, so in an effort to not shoot up my own bolts and everything, I'm going to shoot at the dot at 3 o'clock, a little triangle or square dot at 3 o'clock. That one lit up real well too. All right guys, same drill again. I'm going to shoot the dot at 9 o'clock. All right, cool. I'm going to walk down and get them and come back and show you how we turn them off using my little baby screwdriver here. Okay, so I got my screwdriver down in the hole there and just kind of pry up, and that's it. That's how you turn them back off. Okay, well I'm going to go ahead and back that bag up a little bit and we'll see how they do a little further out. Okay guys, we're out to 30 yards now. I should say that the time of day right now is probably when the most deer get killed of the evening anyhow. It is just sunset. It is 10 minutes after 7 according to the clock. I think sunset probably was around 7 o'clock technically. I don't know, I'd have to look it up. So right now is like prime time to be in the deer woods, so we're going to get a real good idea of what these nocks look like going through the air, you know, kind of at the time you would be using them. Well, hopefully it looked good on camera. It sure looks good from here. All right guys, well, it's starting to get a little bit almost, I want to say almost dark out there. That target is now set out to 40 yards, and this is definitely the furthest I've shot this crossbow. So at 20 yards I'm using the top dot. At 30 I was about halfway to the second dot. So at 40 here I'm going to try right on the second dot, see how it does. Ooh, quite a bit low. I'll try another shot. Could have been me. The Nock looks like it's really glowing well. I like that yellow. I didn't know how well I'd like the yellow or not, but I can really see that. I hope it's showing up on camera. But I wasn't sure because on the eBay listing they had about, I don't know, about 3 or 4 different colors you could choose from. And they were sold out of the green, or excuse me, I think they were sold out of the red and maybe blue or something, but they still had yellow, and I think that was about the only color they had left. So I was a little hesitant, you know, if nobody else was ordering yellow, that maybe is why they had a bunch in stock still. I was kind of nervous that maybe yellow wouldn't do a good job, but it sure looks really good from here. Second shot at 40, we're going to use the second pin. Well, that one looks a lot better. Could have been me with that first one. All right, I'm going to aim for the dot at 3 o'clock just to keep me from maybe damaging arrows or bolts. Well, that one's just as low as the first one. Maybe 40 yards, I'm going to have to hold up just a fuzz more. Go get them and maybe stretch that bag back just a little bit. See where the third dot gets me. All right guys, it's getting pretty dark out there. That's 50 yards out. Time on the clock is now 7:21, and it's probably past legal shooting time if I had to guess. I haven't checked, but legal is 30 minutes after sunset. I'd say we're probably past that. So these nocks should glow really well this far out. I've never shot this far, so we're going to see if I can't keep from losing a bolt here. just a fuzz high. Try the dot at 3 o'clock. It's getting so hard to see, I can't even make out the dots real well. This is way too dark to be shooting a deer. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was me, I'm sure. All right, I'm having a tough time seeing the target. I'm having a tough time seeing my crosshairs. I've got the illuminated reticle. I just turned it on, but I kind of hate using them things. So anyhow, we're going to call it. It looks like the Nocks are lighting up real well. I'm going to go get those two and kind of do an overview here. All right, well, it's too dark to shoot outside anymore. I did get kind of curious there just a second ago. I got on my eBay purchase history and I paid $9.90 for these 3 Nocks delivered to my door. So I'm pretty happy with, overall impressions. I'm pretty happy with them for the price. That's about a third of what you're going to pay at, the archery shop or Walmart or something like that for a lighted Nock. I didn't have any malfunctions with them at all. So, I mean, they don't look like they loosened up. They definitely didn't pop out at all when they were being shot. Sometimes you hear of cheap Nocks, they hit the target and the Nock pops out the back. Didn't have any issues out of them at all, really. So, I don't know what kind of life expectancy that I'll get out of them. It does seem like one of them, when you use this little screwdriver, you're prying against a piece of plastic in there. So you're taking the edge of that screwdriver up against a piece of plastic, and it does take a little bit of force. One of them, it turns off pretty easily. Just a little bit of force on that plastic pops up. 2 of them seem like I got to put a little bit more pressure on them, and I think I'm doing a little bit of damage to that plastic mechanism every time I turn it off. So I don't know how many shots I should expect to get out of them, but so far so good. I'm happy with them though, guys. For the money, I would love to hear if you guys have got some experience with some more expensive Nocks, name brand stuff. I would love to hear any experiences with those. If you how many shots you've gotten out of them, any problems you might have out of them. Because right now I'm just looking at these as a $3.30 Nock, and I'm pretty much getting more than I expected out of them. But I don't know what to judge that against. So I've never shot a high dollar Nock. Maybe these are the same quality as those. Maybe these are, inferior. Maybe these are superior. I don't know. Leave me a comment down below. Any experience you guys have had with lighted Nocks in general, because I would love to know for my own self, and maybe you'll help somebody else out too. That's about all I got for this video, guys. Overall, I like them. So, again, they're shooting out of a Barnett Raptor Pro STR crossbow, brand new crossbow, and it's pretty quick. I think it's like 400 feet per second. So I don't know if slower crossbow would affect the functionality at all. You might have to try them for yourself. But if you like this video, click that thumbs up button. I hope I helped you with it if you were maybe in the market for these things. And don't be afraid to try these cheap ones. I think you'll be happy. So I know I am. If you guys want to subscribe, see other videos I'm making. I'm working on this John Deere 2-bottom trip plow right now. You never know what the heck I'm going to be working on. I need to get on that Kubota tractor and make sure the maintenance is up to date on that. We just picked that up a couple weeks ago. I haven't really done anything with it yet. So click that subscribe button. You'll get to see those videos too. I got a food plot that I've been working on, and I posted an update on the Buck Forage oats a few days ago. For you guys that ain't seen that, check that out. Buck Forage oats are coming up really well, especially given the manner in which they were planted. So I'll probably get you another update on that real soon. It is end of October. I just saw one of the local police departments, Blue Ash Cincinnati, which is not that far away from here. They posted a video yesterday of 2 really nice bucks fighting in the middle of the street in front of one of the cop cars. So, end of October, deer getting wound up. So good luck out in the woods, guys. Until the next video, keep on tinkering.